Greetings to all. Myself Vaishnavi, Assistant Professor, IT Department from SNS College of Technology. Now we are going to see about the directory structure in the storage management system. In this lecture series, we are going to see about the recap of the directory structure and then content delivery, and then we have the real-time example, and we have the brainstorming questions, and then finally we have the DT-based case study delivery. First one will be the recap. What is directory? The collection of files, we call it as a directory. Here we have the hierarchical organization, and then here we have the path representations, and then directory types, and then here we have the access and permissions. In this directory, we have the different types of directory levels. First one will be the single level directory. In single level directory, each directory have the single files that comes under the single level directory. In this diagram, we can see that first box will be the directory. Here we represent the directories, that is D1, D2, D3 are the directories, and then each directory have the single files. So it comes under the single level directory. Second one will be the two level directory. In two level directory, here we have one master directory. Below that master directory, we have an user directories, and then user directories we have under the user directories we have the files. Here in this diagram, we can see that a D1 will be the master directory. In below the D1, we have the user directories at the D11, D12, D13, D14. These are the user directories. Below the user directories, we have the files. For D11, we have the files as an F1 and F2. Third directory structure will be the D structure or the hierarchical structures. Here we have one main directory as a root directory. Below the root directory, we have the user directories. Below the user directories, we have the files and the subdirectories. Here we have D1 as a root directory. Below the root directory, we have the user directories as a D11, D12, D13, and then directory 14. Below the D11, that is the user directory, we have the files and the subdirectories. That is F1 and F2 are the files. For D12, we have the subdirectories D1. Below that, the subdirectories D1, we have that F6 and F7, that is file 6 and file 7. In this diagram itself, we can understand that this comes under the D level structure or the hierarchical structures. And then fourth one will be the acyclic graph structures. Acyclic graph structures, we have one root directory, that is D1. Below the root directory, we have the user directories at the directory 11, directory 12, and directory 13. Below the user directory, we have the files and the subdirectories. Fifth one will be the general graph directory structures. In this general graph directory structures, we have the initial directory as a root directory. Below the root directory, we have the user directories. By the combination of the user directories, we have the subdirectories. So it is it comes under the graph directory structures. And then we have the real-time examples in the systems. In Windows systems, we can see the root directory as a C. In C users, we have that particular users, we can name it as. And then below that particular users, we have the documents and the downloads. In downloads, we can see that if we download any images, it comes under the download folder. Next one, we have that problem statement. Here that the user struggle to efficiently locate and manages the files in the clustered operating system due to the poor directory structures. We can solve this problem using the DT based in DT based, we have the 5 stages. First one is an empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and testing. In this problem statement, we have empathize. We can get an idea as an user observation and the file usage pattern and the storage habits. In second stage, that is a define stage, we have a clutter directory, file organization, and the search difficulty. In third stage, we get an idea about the tag-based organization and the smart folder suggestions and the user-centric design. In the fourth type, that is a prototype. In prototype, we have the folder hierarchy model, search optimization tool, and the mock dashboards. Fifth stage will be the testing stage. In testing stage, we have the error rate and the ease of access and the iteration improvement. Thank you.